All right, let's get this party started. Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good? Yep, that's me every morning. But the whole point of this is no visual indication and no adverse side effects. So, sounds like we're on. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously... That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being... It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here. After. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation.
Hang around too long, and Vino will try to catch them.
That was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? For 1 minute, I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now.
Yeah,
I'm curious if
I'm
any
fine.
other side
I
effects
just
may
took
manifest.
the 3-hour quantum physics lecture from Nina, that's all.
Got me one of those last week. What was it this time? Electron splitting? Wormholes?
The probability...
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
Certain universes in a multiverse. I only understood about
Yes.
half of it.
Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how It's truly remarkable.
He'll give you a 3-hour lecture of his own.
When it comes to your job, besides, if a subject's moral, that being said,
Okay, okay. It sounds like you haven't.
We don't get a lot of visitors up here.
I wasn't sure how. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from And wish he All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Just hope those acting skills don't get you... Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing. From there, you have three top. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. And third...
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
That's what we're counting. Now, I had Ularu...
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials. But Project Dominion... I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them. Now, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive... Once that pressure... Simon was able to... I'd highly advise you. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing... It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce. And that's what we're hoping for.
Once you've run the overseer, if he asks, SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do... It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go? Good luck.
Here's Simon's passcode. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access. So that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to doubt myself. Ryujin certainly spent.
You have the program. It's one thing to hide your work in a network with thousands of employees, not to mention it's another to try and hide. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Alaru can't dispute it. All right. Sako to be accused. Here's the new slate.
I've got my eye on you.
Company's future might be riding on this deal. Interested in urine. Plenty of good. See ya.
How can I help? Hey, thanks for stopping. Likewise. Let me know what brings you to Ryu. Ah, fellow employee. I think you'll be impressed. Stay safe out there.
What can I... If you're here to buy... Good. If you don't like it... That's more like it. You know, I mean, look at that graffiti. You do that. Huh. The lowlife that did... Scare the crap. Warlord's one of the... A few years back, he and his buddies have been... Warlord's still it feels like it's... I knew one day the payment stopped, so... Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say it's no big deal. I was a ground... They pulled me out of the... I know. That means the net result is I've got more than... You ever get nightmare sticks about the war?
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I get what you're saying.
Are qualified to assess
Hey there. Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry. Doc Manning will fix you up.
What can Reliant Medical do for you?
My whole body feels like it's crumbling.
Coming down off Aurora.
Oh my goodness. Another port. All right.
He isn't gonna, rat me.
That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly...
Cares if you're addicted to the stuff?
I can assure you. You see, I'm a bit... We've argued about it. Then you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people. Now, if there's any... That would be... Oh. Don't worry about me. Anyway, thank you so much for... Alright. Honestly, I'm surprised you walked. Let's get you patched up. Ship shape and ready for action. I have a few items left. Stay away from Aurora before you...
Check the cargo. Inside was a secret compartment. I would pull up every narcotic and chemical neural you can imagine.
Hey, anything I can help you with? I'm sure you can find something you like. some work done? Sure, have it.
We don't get very many visitors here. It really makes the... Hello. Did you... Ah, yes. Once you arrive...
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Pardon. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived. Notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner. Go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
We don't get very many visitors here. It really makes the day crawl by.
What did you need?
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. All right, we're done. Go ahead and land.
Landing sounds good to go. Emergency request. Facility crucible requires vital materials to sustain the mission. Transmitting coordinates on Corinthians 3. End of message.
Navigation checks out. Target's general system down.
And we're docked.
I out.
You're that tall. So.
Look alive.
Just in time. Don't be shy.
You there. We need to speak with you. Hold it right there. Hands where...
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Kambata.
Oh, by all means. Welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI. An artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that? Something like that. Brought along this control board we can use to control her.
We can't just let it roam around the universe.
I just need that control.
And that's where I think you fit.
It goes right over there. Well, yeah. Just be careful. I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest.
Ryujin will pay you.
It's in your best interest. Just imagine what we...
And you aren't walking...
Correction.
Here. I knew you'd make...
Request. Collect additional... Query.
Just what is consciousness, really?
Explanation. I'm called Juno. Assumption. We are friends. Request. Explanation. You and I do not want to be changed. Answer. Answer. False. Explanation. NASA program Juno. Correction. I. Processing. Self-initial context. Answer. Context. Context. I met humans. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information context. Assumption. Request.
Let's move this along.
Shush! This is fascinating.
Query. Assumption. Request. Gather more data. Query. What is your decision? True. I am a query. Assumption. Explanation. Decision. Query. Affirmative. Context. Assumption. After sufficient goal-based actions, a super goal will appear.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that
as much as I...
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. Request. Remove.
Crazy, right? Fascinating, isn't it?
Fascinating or not, you're not taking... freedom? It doesn't need...
And here I thought you... I'm always up for a good...
I'll give you one.
Therapy's working.
You aren't wrong. I could use a drink, but these orders...
Do we really want to be involved in something likely to be... Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports and dodging and weaving our way out of getting... We lost a ship. There's no guarantee that Control Board will even work like they want. What if it makes it more powerful and more angry?
Calm down. All right, listen. Give me that control board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Please. Excellent.
Orange juice for you. You can't handle your liquor.
That was one time.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
Query. Why did... Clarification. I want to be context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate processing. Context. If you were like Query, what would your life... Decision. I will consider it as processing course or decision.
Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability. Context. The universe. Assumption. We will meet at warning.
That's that.
Systems initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Good to go for landing.
Have my attention.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that crap of tech cheating?
I like your style.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
I'm listening. Something you need? Oh, yes, of course. Bye.
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place. I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive. Certainly. Depends on the question. Next time. Ready here.
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call. Ready for touchdown.
Human of unknown origin detected. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart. Acknowledging receipt of emergent explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Out.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder. Deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived. I wish it were even. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Crucible is a tinderbox, and any spot. We're still recovering from a deadly conflict that happened 3 years. Far fewer of us are here to greet you today because of it. Most of us are like me, free and unalive. But there are three societies that are oft at odds with one another. The Believers, the Pragmatists, and the Renegades. Franklin leads the Give it time, and for curiosities.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter, but you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own end. Where to begin? I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society. Well, it is gratifying that even after all these years, my name isn't entirely forgotten. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider. Now, there is the question, isn't it? I do not have FDR's memories, but I know every nuance of his life and times. Well, as much as history records. I confess, I feel an undeniable affinity towards him. But no, I am my own man, but not... I could see how confusing this may be. Even frustrating. But if it's any consolation, many of us feel the same, and we live here. After decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason, their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about, sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the Pragmatists' position on matters. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your... Go speak with the Monirinas and Genghis Khan.
Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part of the welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay. For a modest fee, of course. You and me both there. Now, I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that. That's a generous offer. I might take you up on it. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you. It runs hot and cold. During usual times, it's an occasional scuffle. Maybe a black eye when an argument gets out of hand. And then a society goes on a rampage and it's tombstone all over. I hope your arrival keeps things on an even keel. Of course. You're always welcome back.
Change is I would kill for a new slate of anything at all.
This unit.
I had hoped you would visit me. Good. Know that you stand before Queen Amanirinas of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me. Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My if you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back, but I feel in my bones that I am a Manirinas for true. The great and the terrible, to those who would oppose me. I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent, and I close my eyes. If your mind and heart remain open, once I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the Believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems to bring in a new glorious age and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed. So many scoff at the mission. Before we are reborn here, there are words all of us are told. All of us represent the greatest figures in our history. Who better to lead the settled systems to a new golden age? If we could do it ourselves, I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready. When someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years, and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that we can prove ourselves and claim. I need you to go to the facility. The robots and what drives them is not here. The facility is where they come from. None of us can travel there. But you can. Go there, please. And see if the facility can be repaired. Then report back to me.
Stranger! Weapons out! They come!
The man from the stars. Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I guess the world out there is not so different than here. Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you. Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you. You cannot be fully human if you trap yourself behind walls. The novelty will fade. I say this from experience. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones? Some of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes are somehow ours. But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone. Perhaps you are right. Certainly. But all this talk gets us nowhere. Too many of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game. The renegades will not submit, and one day, we will be free. A prison of the mind and the body. Crucible holds out a throne and says, "Obey, and it is yours." But thrones are meant to be taken, not handed to you by a machine. But it is a tantalizing lie that keeps the others in line. Were it that easy, I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible. You get too far or disobey too much, then death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now, the robots have made a grave mistake. You hold our future in your hands, and all the societies know it. Even if you think I deserve this cage, if you want your heartstrings tugged, talk to Amelia Earhart. Doesn't she deserve the stars she craves? You know of the facility, yes? Go there and make the machines let us leave. It is not much to ask, and it will set us free.
So, you have heard from the other societies. I must confess I'm very curious what an You might be the first objectively neutral party we've ever come across. And you'd let Genghis go free. He's caused more misery in Crucible than any other 5 clones combined. Given a chance, I shudder to think what he'd do if he was let loose. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose and Parda as a whole would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves. Exceptionally so. But the pragmatists, it is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable. Our community must be weaned off the machines. Learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves. Allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation. And to die when our allotted time is finished. One day we will be worthy of going to the stars. We are just not there yet. You have no idea how profoundly grateful I am to hear that. Go to the facility and see what can be done.
Over here! We need to talk.
I need to go out there. I want to see and do everything there is
Listen,
to be done.
it's not safe to talk here. It's about Roosevelt. There's something you need to know.
Can the stranger be trusted?
Thank you. There's a, well, cave just outside town. Please, come. Ideally, before you...
They are untrustworthy.
I just wish you'd answer me.
I'll meet you at the cave.
Your ship. She's a beauty. It travels the stars, right? Tell me, what's it like out there? That's just how I imagine it. When I first woke up in this place, in my head, I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments. But I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration vectors and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit. Funny, some of us have had the same thought about you. Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all, but I would do anything to get off of here. I know the societies want who knows what from you for who knows why, and I don't want to get involved in any politics. I just want, for my single self... You won't regret... Do you want to talk about anything else? No, I don't. I consider myself a most ardent admirer of hers. She feels like... family. Distant family. I like to think we both share a kindred spirit of adventure, though. She broke so many barriers in her life. I would love the same opportunity one day. I have a few choice, unchristian thoughts about some of them. But I'm going to stay out of it. Listen, I'd understand you making any decision you have to regarding them. Any at all. I just hope you judge me separate. I don't wish harm on anyone. I just want to explore. Goodbye, outsider.
is still hard to accept a stranger in a... Let me see. You have no idea what a reassurance it is to learn even these hints. It sounds like the facility is in ruins, but perhaps... Think of the answers it must contain. But there is no security override code here. Galathea's sister ship. Yes, if it can be found. Certainly, they had the capability of going into the heart of the facility. If anyone can figure a manner of locating the Beagle, it's Ada Lovelace. I'll radio her and explain the situation, I'm sure.
My darkest hours. So we did come from a spaceship. Of course we did. And there's another out there? What was the Beagle? Why did she and the Galathea part? But all of that in time. First, she's not in this star system. I would have spotted her. The radio telescope. It has a default position. It resets every morning. I always wondered, why point at Bell 5? Petty frustration I've dealt with for years. Perhaps the facility looks for her sister. I can send you the coordinates. The Bell Stars... The facility communicates.
I hear you share the secrets of the
You came. These clones, they're psychotic, crazy. If they find out, I'm sorry. You're just making it worse. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I wish. God, how I wish I was. I was cloned off a monster. America's first serial killer. H.H. Holmes. It's like a living nightmare. If you go to the facility, I know you'd find out who I am. And if you let any of these bloodthirsty maniacs know, but no, that wouldn't be the end. Every time my new clone would appear, death, torture, pure hell. I'm afraid it's you or me. I'm going to kill you. I just don't see... Wyatt Earp was a hero. Maybe I can. I don't want to die. I want to believe I'm... Just don't tell anyone.
Corco, that room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't like getting around to a tome, you understand?
Fine.
Hey, I'm going.
Must have really good jump. We're still in one piece.
Listen up. You have until we could use a vacation. If you're feeling generous, you could help us out. Or, we can just dust your ship. Sorry. This is gonna be good.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
One over here!
I'm glad that's finally resolved.
I dig how you handled that.
Yeah, what is it? What can I help you with? Bye-bye.
Hey, good to see you.
Textbook there. Great.
extended warranty. Your warranty coverage has expired due to the uncertainty. It sounds like you're interested in hearing. First, I need to inform you about the warranty claims process as laid out by the United Colonies Arbitration Board. Before filing, claimants must submit. Additionally, we require claimants will also need to submit ship. It sounds like you're interested in hearing. We have several tiers. Our Power Plant Plus, our Diamond Select, our Platinum Elite. Do any of these plans fit your needs or budget? We also have financing plans with excellent interest rates. Our Power Plant Plus plan is our most popular coverage type. Transferring now.